Kingsman: The Golden Circle. Hey, am I like a little overdressed for this review? I think this might be a bit too much. Kingsman: The Golden Circle follows the story of Eggy, a British secret agent working for an organisation known as the Kingsman. However, when a drug lord named Poppy comes onto the scene and holds the world hostage, it's up to the Kingsmen to team up with their American cousins, the Statesmen, to bring down this menace and save the world. If you've seen the original Kingsman, a lot of the same positives are in this film. First of all, the action is awesome. Yeah, you can tell there's a lot of like computer generated stuff going on in this, but it's one of those films that actually takes advantage of it and uses it to do some awesome action. Like this kind of stuff that you'd see in like Devil May Cry 3 or something. I love it. And onto that, the abundance of super cool gadgets, then you have yourself a bona fide winner. Other action films really need to take examples from this, because I'm so tired of talking about films that have the quick cam, fast, quick, shaky cam bullshit, and here's a film that actually makes it look cool. It's got a lot of great editing styles as well. It's definitely a very stylized film. Everything from the transitions to the little cuts it makes, everything gives this film a very unique sense of its own. From the way it crossfades to its cuts, the film is just a very visually interesting thing to look at, even when it's not during the fights. And it's got some great characters as well that delightfully over the top all in their own ways. You got your returning characters like Taron Egerton's Eggy. Alongside him you got returning Merlin, and of course you got the new Statesman characters, all of which feel delightfully over the top and exaggerated. You can tell that a lot of effort was gone into making each character in this film feel very unique in how they look. They've all got their own styles and the way they carry themselves. It feels very much like they're designing it based on a comic book or something. And by that I mean when you're designing a character, you want them to all stand out and look unique in their own ways. You don't want to just kind of blend into a scene where it's like, oh, there's a bunch of guys wearing suits. No, each one of them has different kinds of suits, and they carry themselves in very different ways. And speaking of awesome characters, we have our villain, Poppy. I was kind of worried, just based on like promotional material, that she wouldn't be that great a villain, especially compared to Samuel L. Jackson in the original. But she's very quirky, and she's got like a very distinct style. She's kind of going for like this very 50s thing. And the way she talks and acts, it feels like she's on like the set of a cheesy 50s sitcom. Like, I'd like to see someone take footage from this film and like edit in a laugh track and see if it fits, because she just really sells you on this character and just how much fun it is. So that brings us to the final rundown. I love the action, I love the visual style and the editing, I love the characters, and I love the villain. So it's a 9 out of 10. I've heard some people say that this film isn't as good as the original, and that's true. I mean, back when the first Kingsman came out, it was very new and it like didn't look like anything else. On top of that, the main character had like a very defined arc that they were going through, whereas there isn't so much here. He doesn't have the same arc to go through. There really isn't like a character story that we're following in this particular film. And that doesn't necessarily hurt the film, but doesn't make it as good as the original. But at the same time, just based on its own merits, it's a fantastic, fun action film. If you're looking for something that pays homage to the old school James Bond style while having a very distinct style, I highly recommend this one. If you like the original, you'll like this one fine. Don't expect it to blow the old one out of the water. Just, you know, expect more from the characters that you love. So check out the film and see what you think for yourself. And if anyone knows where I can actually buy some like formal bandanas, please let me know, because I feel a little bit underdressed. You know what, actually, I found my formal bandana. Now, this is what you call fucking dapper, am I right?